Hey, everybody. Welcome to the bonus group surprise. I'm so excited. On in, get settled, and welcome. I can see you guys coming in. That's awesome. Oh, I was fooling around last night with I was fooling around last night with StreamYard, and I can see I put the logo up top. That's so funny. I don't even know if we can get rid of that right now. What do we think about that? Let's just look. Let's just look. Yeah, we can. Butter. Good. It's the little things, right? It's the little things. So, welcome. We're here to celebrate action, right? We're here to celebrate action. And we're also here to celebrate a lifestyle with flexibility, with a place where your giving heart, where you love to help people, is rewarded, and where being a lifelong. I'm very excited to have you here. So, let's get warmed up. Tell me in the chat what one of your for the Kickstart training. All right, so come on in. Come on in. Good. Launchpad training. So I'm going to review what we covered. All right, I'm going to review what we covered. And during the Launchpad, I talked about 4 key ingredients that all virtual assistant businesses need to be successful, right? And I took these 4 ingredients as I learned them over the course of 14 years, and I turned them into 100,000 business as a virtual assistant. And sometimes people wonder, they think, was that an agency? Did you have other people? I did not. For a brief period, I had an agency model, but I didn't enjoy it. And there's nothing wrong with having an agency. There's actually a lot right with having an agency. That just didn't fit my lifestyle. So that $100,000 a year was made by me in this actual chair I'm sitting in. And over the course of 10 years, I made over $1 million as a virtual assistant. It's available. It's out there. And Leanne Burnett, who some of you met I think it was last week, she crossed over the $100,000 mark in 2024. And so she is on her way. So back in, and I started back in 2010. And, I want you to think of these 4 ingredients of this VA business recipe as sort of your guiding lights, right? Your guiding lights. I love this so much, right? Do you guys, you've all done this, right? We've all done it. So we want to have a successful business, and we try a bunch of things, right? We try a bunch of things. We try an Etsy store, we try MLM, we try a new job, all the things. And some of us go back to school. Some of us start taking a bunch of certifications. And I would love to hear if any of you have done that, right? If any of you have done that. And the target, right? We never hit the target of making money consistently from home. And we put so much pressure on ourselves to pick the one thing that we think is going to be the smartest thing we've ever done. And the thing is that we put so much pressure on ourselves to please ourselves. But more important than that, we put pressure on ourselves to please others. And that makes it kind of impossible, right? So the thing is that having a time. It definitely takes some work. You have to do the reps. You have to stop looking for the quick fix. And sometimes I think this lifestyle of let's try this and let's try that is all about that. It's looking for the quick fix. And the way that life works is when we think that there's a way to get rich quick, we waste precious time. We waste precious time. And when I finally started to look inward at how I was showing up in my life, I could make a start to get back on track. And remember what we talked about. We talked about this a lot. How you do anything is how you do everything. So take a peek at yourself and the different parts of your life and have a reality check, right? It's useful information. I avoided it for a long time, but once I saw that, it was easy for me to start clicking the pieces in place, right? Because having a successful VA business is so much more than clients and work, right? It's a lifestyle that you can design. And if I can teach you how to be a successful virtual assistant, I would love that. I would love that. It would mean that all of the work that I put in goes towards something really good, right? Something really good. And you met a lot of people who have had that experience while doing VA school. All right. And that's what really drives me today. Okay, so here's the recipe. Here's the recipe. I love this. So we talked about business as a cake. I think of it actually as a cake with pink frosting for some reason. And there are four essential ingredients that go into every successful VA business. So client attraction, bringing in clients consistently, pricing and packaging, charging what you're worth, and creating a package that sells, right? VA skills, it's all about business strategy over tech, right? A lot of us get bogged down in tech and we just keep thinking, when really what you need are business strategy skills. And then your operating system, your VA success operating system. It's what this entire system, it's all about organizing your work, the workflow, the clients, the communication with the clients, all of the things that you need to create a sturdy foundation for yourself. Right now, be sure if you haven't seen the 3 sessions, part 1, 2, and 3 of the VA Business Launchpad, and you know what? Watch it if you've watched it already. There's so much information that in there. And you know, when you watch it the first time, you're like a sponge, like you're soaking it all up. It's like, oh, okay, I see this, I see this, I see this. But when you go back the second or third time, the understanding is so much deeper. It's so much deeper. And I want you guys to get as much out of this training as you possibly can. All right, good. Good. So Maggie says, started Mary course, and in the 80s I had actually started being a VA, but nothing has worked because I didn't know how to run a business. Maggie is all signed up for VA school, so I cannot wait to get started with you. Yes, she is all signed up. So yeah, I know, you know, we've all done it. We go from thing to thing to thing, right? And it's easy to get discouraged when you do that, right? Because not sticking with one thing, it just makes it hard. Good for you, Maggie. Good for you. Yeah, so let's talk about these ingredients a little bit more because they're so important. And if some of you missed the training, you'll really, I think you'll really benefit from this. And then we're gonna keep going, all right? Because today is all about celebrating action and getting the winner of the VIP one-on-one 1-hour strategy coaching session with me. Okay, for someone who did all the homework. Now, the first ingredient, it's a system that brings clients to you, right? Because you could be the best VA on the planet, and if no one knows about you, or wants to work with you, you're never going to be successful. And there's 3 phases of client attraction. The first is to go grab that low hanging fruit. There are people you already have a relationship with, I guarantee, who could use an extra set of hands, right? So we're going to go grab that low hanging fruit, and then going to we're going to set up a system for you to meet new people, networking, reaching out in a way that's not scary, not confronting. I give you all the steps, I give you the vocabulary, all the things. And then the third is, you know, starting to create relationships. And all of this is right inside VA school. The second, you want to keep it simple, smart, and profitable. So many people complicate this, right? They complicate it. And because once you have potential clients knocking on your door, you need a system so that they can, so that you can get paid, and they are very excited about working with you. And that's what that's all about. Number 3 is your VA skills. It's really about your VA business skills strategy. And the reason we put skills is because a lot of people think tech is the most important thing, and tech is just a tool, right? Tech is just a tool. And so we explain the skills you actually need to grow the business. And then number 4 is the operating system. I love the operating system because the operating system is how it all comes together. It's kind of like, you know, I was talking about a cake, but it's kind of like a dance and choreography. You know, there's like the email comes in and we take some notes, and then we do the work, and then we build the time. And, you know, there's all come into place. And that's what the VA business operating system is all about. And all of the pieces that you need are right there in VA school. So you can be a master at this, really, no matter how many clients you have. And when you have all of these pieces in place, this is what it can look like. right? This is what it can look like. You can stop chasing consistent money and you will be a successful virtual assistant. And I love to, I see more people have joined us. Hello, come on in. And I would love to hear who's ready. Now, how many of you have attended live or watched the replays, right? There's still plenty of time. Just go to the VA Business Hub and you'll find all of the replays right there. You're going to have to scroll down a little bit because we've added 4 new to talk about in a minute. So scroll past those and you'll see the replays right below that. Okay. Like I said, watch them more than once. You'll benefit exponentially when you do this. Okay. So vabusinesshub.com. All right. So let's talk about our homework. All right. Let's talk about our homework. So your homework is what you did in order to be eligible to win a prize today. Right. So the first homework was, so first in day 1, we talked about what it is to be a virtual assistant, right? We talked about how this profession is growing, and we talked about, I love this statistic, Business Research Insights estimates that the VA market size was $2.5 billion in 2021. It will touch $8.5 billion, 8.5 by 2028. That's not that long from now. So you are in the right place. We talked about, we talked about mindset, things that get in our way when we're making a big change in our life. Specifically, how you do anything is how you do everything, right? So your homework was to download the ultimate VA Okay, so homework for day 2. 2 major lessons were uncovered, right? Your referral formula. About your work in a clear, simple way. This is critical, right? So don't skip that. And the thing is that we want our friends to refer us, but I'm not talking about, walking around asking your friends, can you refer me? Can you refer me? Do you know anyone that will work with me? I'm not talking about that at all, okay? It's just like an insurance agent or a mechanic or a hairstylist. It's all about people referring you when they find out one of their friends and it happens all the time. Excuse me. The second lesson we shared was one that is critical. It's really critical. We talked about the simple formula to calculate your weekly revenue, right? So billable hours times your hourly rate equals your weekly revenue. And we talked about how there are so many calculators inside VA school. There's a calculator to calculate your billable hours and how many hours how many billable hours, how many weeks a year you need to charge, and your billable rate. There's 4 boxes, you fill it in, it's like it's really magical. My husband made it for us. And then there's another calculator that shows you your cash flow. Really cool. You put in your expenses, you put in your income, and it calculates over 12 months what your cash flow will be over that time. Again, really valuable. That it calculates your home, what is it? Your home office deductions, right? So if you're working at home, which you guys are, right? You can deduct certain expenses from your home. Like for example, my electric bill. So let's say my electric bill is $200 a month. And so what is that? $2,400 a year. And let's say I'm using 20% of my house. I is making these numbers up. I can deduct 20% of that $2,400 from my taxes. So we have a spreadsheet all set up for that. And all of these spreadsheets, they're available in Excel. They're also available in Google Sheets, and they have a video, and I explain step by step exactly what to do. All right. So if you're thinking, I don't know how to use Excel, you don't have to know how to use Excel. You just need to put numbers in boxes. Okay. That's all there is to it. All right. And I really encourage you to practice the Now on day 3, the homework was to write the story of your success as a virtual assistant, right? How will your life be different? What will you be able to let go of? And what will you be able to enjoy more of? I want you to think about that, and I want you to do that. Okay. And then we opened enrollment this morning to VA school, 4 days, right? 4 days. And right here in VA school is how you can have. All right. I love teaching what I've learned to my students. This is absolutely my life's work. I'm so grateful to be here with you. And so today we opened enrollment to VA school. And like I said, it's open for 4 days. And I'm very excited to see who's going to join me now. In the past, we have these, what do we want to call these? Well, this is a post that goes in the Facebook group when people sign up. And we're going to start putting them on the wall. We have 6 so far. Enrollment's been open 10, wait, so what is that, 4 hours? And 6 people have signed up so far. So I'm very excited. In fact, Greg is on his way to buy printer ink because we didn't think about that. So all of my new students are going to go on the wall behind me, and I'm so excited to do that. So when I see you later today, you'll see yourselves on the wall, which is very exciting. Okay. Now I want you to know that while we call this a course, different than that. It's a classroom. And I make that differentiation because, a lot of courses you have the 70 plus recorded videos, which we have, and you have the templates and the scripts and the, all the things. But a lot of the other courses, what they have is they'll have a Facebook Live like this, right? Or YouTube, where the instructor is sort of behind the scenes on stage and only answering questions in the chat. That's not what we do. We actually go in a Zoom room. There's usually, 18, 20 people in the Zoom room, plenty of time for everyone to talk. Your cameras are on if you can do it. Everybody's camera isn't on all the time, but I strongly encourage it. You'll get to make friends there. You'll have people ask questions that you think, oh my gosh, I didn't even think about that. Oh yeah, I need to do. You'll start to feel like you're not alone, and you truly won't be alone. Now, I have to say, as someone that's highly introverted and doesn't need a lot of stimulation from people, it is really something I look forward to whenever we have the sessions. They're awesome. They're totally awesome. And it's so nice to get to know each of you and answer your questions and really guide you through the process. Because doing this alone, I want to say it's pretty impossible. The voices, the advice from our brother-in-law who has no idea, all the things. So you can come in and join. It's kind of like a little bubble, right? It's kind of like a bubble of people who are up to what you're up to. And it's very satisfying. And I know you're going to love it. So that is the part about VA School that I really want you to know about is the community. It's amazing. Now, if you sign up today, there is a bonus that you will get. It's a 30-minute personal, because I know a lot of you, you're like, yeah, but I have this thing. I want to do VA school. I'm all signed up, ready to go. And this little nagging thing is happening for me, right? This little nagging thing. And so we can handle that little nagging thing, right? Now you can sign up with the payment plan or with the pay in full. And today, before midnight, you'll get the 30-minute strategy session. All right. And those strategy sessions are going to open up next week. So we can jump in right away. Okay, good. Now, VA School is absolutely going to give you accountability to keep you focused, supportive solutions to get your business off the ground, and help in dealing with the overwhelm, the insecurity, and the imposter syndrome. And it's okay no matter where you are on your journey, right? No matter where you are on your journey. And I want to tell you about this. I am so confident in VA School and its wow ability, socks off, that I offer a 7-day money back guarantee, no questions asked. Check it out, come to the sessions, and if it's not for you, it's fine. It's totally fine. So if you're on the fence, just jump in because there's zero risk, right? There's zero risk. Good. All right. So any questions about any of that, let me know in the chat. I'd love to answer them. Ready to win, right? Who's ready to win? Boom. Okay. So hold on. I am going to, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. Oops. You can see behind the screen. I'll tell you what that is in just a second. Okay. So do you see over here? This is a fireplace and this is a window. So my husband and I, we bought a farmhouse. It's an 1880s farmhouse. And the wallpapered it and took the wallpaper down, but the walls are really rough. So this is what it looks like, right? So this is a piece of paper I have behind me because it's pretty rough. The fireplace needs to be redone. And we are in love with this house. We love it. But this is my little stage here, right? This is my little stage, which is pretty funny. Okay, good. So now you know, hold on. StreamYard has just changed what it's doing here. Here we go. It's the Wizard of Oz effect, right? It's the Wizard of Oz effect. Okay, good. So here's what we're going to do. So the prize we're going to give away is a 60-minute one-on-one strategy session with me. Now I'm going to just, hold on one second. While I'm talking, I'm going to, whoops, hold on. Yeah, okay. While I'm talking, I am going to put this wheel of names over here. Going to make it bigger. And I want you all to look at the wheel of names and make sure that your name is on it if you did all 3 homeworks. All right. Sometimes there is a glitch in the system, and Mandy's here standing by to make sure that everybody's name that did the 3 homeworks is on the list. And if you have done all 3 homeworks and your name is on here, put it in the chat. And to look. Okay. Good. So during this 60-minute session, we're going to dig deep into what's on your mind and find out a strategy to get you started no matter where you are. Okay, I'm going to record the session. I love these sessions. And I love what you guys wrote in your day 3 homework. I love what you wrote. It's so inspiring. All right, so I'm going to take that as we're a go in the chat. So I think that means that we are a go. So let's turn on the, let's go like this. Okay, good. So let's turn on the drum roll and click the wheel. All right, and the winner, Jen Rivette. So congratulations, Mandy will be in touch. I can't wait to meet you. That's very exciting. All right, good. Good. I love this. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you. All right, so let me tell you what's next. Okay, let's talk about next. If you are curious about VA school, wondering if it's a right fit for you, join me for a sneak peek tonight at 5:00 p.m. I'm going to take you behind the scenes into the members only portal so you can see exactly what's inside and how business as a virtual assistant. So if you've been thinking about becoming a VA, but you're not sure where to start, I'm going to show you exactly how it works tonight at 5. All right, there's going to be a guided walkthrough of VA school. We're going to look at the step-by-step training modules. We're going to talk about the exclusive resources, the templates, the tools, and I'm going to answer any questions you have about the program. Okay, so don't miss this. Then tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Now, remember, we changed the clocks in the States, okay? So if you want to work from home, make a consistent living, and you're tired of the commute and the day-to-day and all the nonsense, I'm going to explain virtual assistants and how it works. We'll talk about the 4 ingredients in great detail. We're going to talk about who can succeed as a VA, who it's not for. We're going to talk about the skills and experience you really need, and how VA school can help you get. And we're also going to have a live Q&A. Yes, Jules, everything's going to be on YouTube. Thanks. That's a great question. So all of these sessions are going to be on LinkedIn, YouTube, the Facebook business page, the pop-up group for the VA Business Launchpad, and I call it the big group. Our primary group, the VA Connection, the big group with the 57,000 members, it's going to be on all of those places, okay? Absolutely. So come curious, leave with clarity, okay? All right. And then on March 12th, we are going to have a session. I love this so much, you guys. we have the dream team. We have 4 VAs coming. We're going to talk to them about all things virtual assistants. Okay. So join us for the special panel at 11. We're going to talk to them about why they joined VA school, what they learned, their biggest takeaways, their aha moments, and their advice for anyone who's getting started. And let me think about who's coming. I think of the 4, 3 of them you've met during the presentations. Kim just graduated just last month, but we're also going to meet 3 other VAs who you know a little bit about their story. They're going to answer your questions honestly. You'll put them in the chat. I'll read them to them, and they'll tell you what they think. So this is a super cool session. I really love watching these panels. So good. So that is Wednesday. Thursday at 1 o'clock it's the final countdown. VA school doors are closing that night at midnight, and I am going to answer all your questions. I know a lot of you have questions about, well, this worked for me. What about in my country? And all the things. And so we're going to address some of those tonight and tomorrow, but we're going to go deep into questions. Okay, good. Good. Now, if you want to talk to me about whether or not VA school is for you, you can shoot me a text or a WhatsApp. Where's my phone? It's right here. This is my actual phone number. Do not call me because I won't answer. All right. And I'm really bad at checking my voicemail. It's the thing. Okay. So definitely WhatsApp me or text me. And what we'll do is we'll set up a 15-minute questions answered, and you can make a decision. This is not a sales call. I'm not going to use sales, methodology to try to convince you. And a lot of the people who are in VA school, and we had that conversation, right? So that they could get clear. Because I want you to feel like this is the smartest thing you've ever done. Yeah, Gail, have these sessions been put on the calendar? Yes, they have been put on the calendar. The calendar, we had 2 calendars. So there was the VIP experience. They're not on that calendar. Launchpad calendar. So if you go over to vabusinesshub.com, there's a big graphic with my face about download the calendar. Click that. It's on that calendar. Okay. And all of I believe all the links are there too, but I'll go check that out. All right. I'll go check to make sure. Good. All right. So what's next? What's next? Watch the replays. If you missed a session, vabusinesshub.com. Join our upcoming bonus. To be really excited when you see what's behind the screen. Hang out in the Facebook group and sign up for VA school. I can't wait to get started with you guys. All right. So you can sign up at, let me put the URL up right here, vaschool.info. All right. vaschool.info is where you go to learn more all about VA school and to sign up. And then just shoot me a text if you want to chat around, and I'll see you later today. All right. Thank you so much. Congratulations to our winner, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.